Thursday, and you know what that means. This is your captain speaking, and welcome to episode 326 of Max Wrestling, the show that takes sports entertainment and shoves it straight up your ass. Coming up this week, it's double predictions week. We're putting our foresight to the test with Against All Odds and Takeover in your house. But first, allow me to welcome once again the co-horseman. This week, it is the podcast machine, Mike Larkin.
So we live in a wrestling world where Shayna Baszler, who around this time last year was a badass, killing everybody in the Elimination Chamber, facing Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, which she should have won last year. And then, you put her in the tag team with Nia Jax. She wins the tag team championships. They're kind of on and off with Shayna Baszler. And now we live in a wrestling world where she's running away from a doll and stomping on a doll like it's the Undertaker resonating from the heavens. And Alexa Bliss punching her. Everything's going awry. And Corey Graves is like, where is everybody? What happened to all the people? Because the doll has the fucking power to get rid of the fucking people in the goddamn Thunderdome, man. And you got Shayna running around like it's the damn Conjuring or Annabelle. And you got this mixed martial artist friggin' running away from a doll. It's a cliffhanger. What did the doll do to her? It's like the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan seeing his own reflection. It's like friggin' Angelina Love and Winter being lovers from another time. So what happens? Angelina Love becomes a love-possessed zombie is what happens, man. That's what the fuck happens. Because of course it does. So we are on some other level stuff with Alexa Bliss and Shayna Baszler. My dad said it best. Oh, here's a match I don't want to see. So yeah, Monday Night Raw, people.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Raw recap.
Oh, God. No, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I understand. And people were talking about, like, oh, well, how about Chucky? Yes, I understand. Because he did Chucky and Rick Steiner back in the day. Yes. And, I mean, we've done some stuff. And people are like, oh, well, we've had the Ministry of Darkness. We had what we had with The Fiend and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And now everybody's like, this is too far. But I'm like, here's the thing. I see where people are coming from. Yes. But I also see it from a stance where people say that. But I'm also like, we've come to a point in time with professional wrestling. It's like, I'd like to watch an episode of Raw where I don't feel like I'm watching The Conjuring or Annabelle. I'd like to watch some professional wrestling, please.
It's not just that. I mean, if you look at the Ministry stuff that Undertaker did, the production was much better. There wasn't 20,000 camera cuts and close-ups. Yes, Undertaker used all this supernatural stuff, like, fire and lightning and fireballs at Kane and Royal Rumble when he ascended into the heavens, or rather his hologram did, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But Undertaker didn't do it to a former MMA fighter.
Right, and the thing too is, like, a lot of people are saying it's a watered down version of what we got with the Firefly Funhouse.
We're also in, quote, the reality era now, so we're not that out of the loop anymore. We know Shayna Baszler used to be an MMA fighter, so we know she was dominant in NXT, so it's insulting to the audience to try and tell them that she's afraid of a doll. Yeah,
it's just and the other thing too is, again, this is why a lot of people tune out for Raw. And then you got Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, which, again, you have a contract signing and Drew breaks the table with the sword. He cuts it in half, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Did I mention I don't care?
This is why I stopped watching Raw. I read about the Shayna Baszler Alexa Bliss thing. I saw a clip of the table getting cut in half by a sword. Shit.
Hey,
I don't give a shit.
Jeff Hardy won, which is a plus. He beat Cedric Alexander. Jeff Hardy won a match in almost a year. Finally.
It's too little, too late. Get him out of the fucking WWE.
Well, we're in a stance where it came from Cedric is disrespecting the veterans. And, I mean, it's 50-50. He's beating up Shelton Benjamin and cheating, and then you put him with Jeff, he automatically loses. And we're in a world where Jackson Riker gets a haircut. Now he's a babyface.
And also gets to keep his job while the two guys whose careers he screwed up get fired.
Right? So, yeah, now he's a babyface with a haircut. And now he's shooting with Elias.
Is he really a babyface?
No, but
no.
Still,
are they actually trying to make him a babyface?
Yes.
Oh, fuck this company.
Hey, he's the babyface in the feud against Elias.
But nobody likes him.
I know, but he's a babyface. Don't you understand? He's unhinged, Dazzy Dangerly. He's unhinged. Jackson Riker. Elias screwed him for the tag titles, and now he's a babyface, that Jackson Riker.
I am so glad I don't watch this shit.
Hey, man,
Okay.
and then, well, hold on, one more.
Oh, you got
Then
more
you
shit?
get
Oh, no.
friggin' Eva Marie's, man. Well, you're not going to watch next week because Eva
Oh,
Marie
yeah,
makes
I
her
haven't
debut.
watched for 3 weeks. I'm definitely going to tune in next week to see Eva Marie, right?
Which, again, they're talking about, rumored about bringing a muscle in. And I'm like, Mercedes Martinez and Piper Niven, leave them in NXT and NXT UK. Do not bring them up to be her muscle.
Mercedes Martinez has already been through shit on Raw. That's why she went back to NXT. Leave her alone.
And same with Piper Niven. She's one of the top staples on NXT UK. Leave her alone.
Yes. You've already ruined one Scottish female wrestler.
Well, Nikki Cross is beat him or her and Oscar beating Rhea and Charlotte because they can't get along. But it's one of those things, man, where it's just like you tried this with Eva Marie in her early stages of NXT in 2015 when Nia made her debut and Nia was her bodyguard for a short time. And I mean, that was when she was facing Bayley for the NXT Women's title, but still.
You see, talking about Raw's making you tired.
I fucking hate it. And here's the thing. When it comes to Eva Marie, again, great body, great looking woman, but she can improve as much as she wants. I still don't care about Eva Marie. The evolution. No. You got rid of Mickie James, who's now two.
She could improve tenfold and still be shit.
Yes. And Brian Kendrick can train you as much as you want like he did back in the day. You still suck. He gave you his move, and you still sucked. And now we got this. Like I said, you got Mickie James, who's now producing an NWA All Women's paper.
I love that.
Which, me too.
She goes to NWA to produce an All Women's pay-per-view. It's literally a middle finger to Vince and Bruce Pritchard.
I mean,
like women I said, can't draw.
It's like, look at what you have at the Mae Young Classic and Evolution. She's just going to do exactly what that was. Bring in Santana Garrett, bring in a lot of the girls that they got released and just off the indies, and it'll be great. And Mickey's producing it, so you got this.
Yeah. And the people that say, yeah, okay, but Evolution was literally their lowest ever rated buy rate on pay-per-views. Yeah, well, that's just because people are ignorant, didn't want to watch it, and they missed out. Yeah,
because I'll be honest with you, like, we hated that Ronda and Nikki was the main event, but we knew it.
But it was
and the match
actually a good match.
Good. It was a great match, and you had Trish and Lita back on there. You had Toni Storm and Io Shirai. You had a lot of great
Becky and Charlotte killed it.
Yes, that's the thing. But people are ignorant because women's wrestling. I don't want to watch an all women's pay per view, and people just don't understand women's wrestling, and they got to be assholes.
Yeah, they don't want to watch a pay per view full of women who killed it, but they were happy enough to watch 3 hours of bullshit on Monday night.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. My mother slept through like the first hour and a half of it because like she was tired. And then she's like, oh, well, that went quickly. I'm like, you got to understand. My dad and I, friggin' dragged for that for an hour and a half. And then you come out, and I love my mother to death. You come out, watch the last hour and a half, and it went by quickly. We've been watching the drag fest Monday Night Raw. And I do it because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do it because you don't want to, but I do it so you don't have to. So I can tell you that this shit sucked.
Yeah, I prefer to go with, I don't watch WWE and neither should you.
Yeah, but like I said, there could be some good stuff on it, and there is great wrestling, but you wonder why people tune out of this right now.
Yep. I mean, honestly, I don't even have any interest in SmackDown anymore. Like, I'll see a couple of clips of what Roman Reigns is doing, and that's about it.
Well, that's the best part of SmackDown right now is Roman and the Usos.
Yeah, everything else is still pretty much the same as Raw. That Bayley Bianca Belair thing was terrible.
Well, I'm tired of that. We get it. You know what? You're gonna beat her, gonna embarrass her, and you're gonna laugh at her. That's the thing. I get it. How many times we gotta laugh?
Yeah, didn't you just talk about Alexa Bliss doing that, taking over the Thunderdome?
Yes, and Jesus, it's just. And then you got Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews, which is now Sami Zayn comes out and interferes, and we're going to get Sami and KO again.
You know what? There's 3 matches booked for Hell in a Cell. They are all rematches.
Well, what's booked so far? Bianca and Bayley, Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre.
And Rhea and Charlotte.
Oh, yes. Oh, so that's what you're getting. You're getting the rematch fest.
Rematch in a cell.
Rematch in a cell.
But.
And we're probably going to get Alexa and the Shane in a cell or some kind of voodoo type of deal.
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe there's only 2 matches on Against All Odds, so maybe 3. So let's get into that. If you, well, first of all, of
more
course,
matches there. No, we got more matches announced for Against All Odds.
Yeah, I meant rematches.
Oh, rematches. I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear that part. My fault. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Obviously, Moses is delayed because, of course, hopefully he'll be joining us like halfway through the predictions. You'll just hear him say, "Yep." So let's get it. If you're watching on YouTube, now is the time to hit the subscribe button, like and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our audio streams on all podcast platforms. And now, of course, on KTN, the Click Talk Network. You can check us out along with a variety of other shows, including Ryan Squared, Open Road, On the Mic with Mike, Smart Mark Radio, and clicktalknetwork.weebly.com. So, like I said, we've got 2 pay-per-views to predict, so we'll get through them as quickly as possible so that we can hopefully go over some topics near the end of the show. Against All Odds up first, let's go. Fire and Flavor versus Kimberly and Susan for the Knockouts Tag Team titles.
Fire and Flavor.
I don't know, because sometimes I go against them, sometimes I don't, and I'm always wrong. So.
Well, you had them lose the tag titles to the female skyscrapers, Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering.
Yeah.
And then you have them lose it right back to Fire and Flavor. And as much as I like Kimberly and Susan, I don't see them winning.
I think I missed an episode or 2. Like, when did Fire and Flavor win the titles back?
No, that was at the last special that we had when we said it was going to be Jordan and Rachel beating them. Remember, so they won it on pay-per-view, then they lost it, I think, to Under Siege. So they lost it right to the next.
Oh, it was Under Siege, okay.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing with Impact being on Thursday. Sometimes I miss a couple of things.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go Fire and Flavor too. Play it safe.
Yeah, you got Slammiversary coming up too, so there's probably going to be a big match up there.
Yeah, so I really wouldn't be surprised if there's no title changes at this pay-per-view, but we'll see. So, Rich Swann versus W. Morrissey.
So you got W. Morrissey, who's been whooping booty on Willie Mack, and you got Rich Swann, former tag partner and good friend, coming to make the save and really stick up for W. Morrissey. But I think in a case where you're building this man and just repackaging him as this monster, this beast, and someone who could be a very focal and pivotal point in your roster in the future, I got to go with W. Morrissey, which will lead to another big match at Slammiversary. But he ain't losing here. W. Morrissey.
Yeah, and this is what Rich Swann has been left with after losing the world title?
Yep, now sticking up for his good friend Willie Mack.
I mean, at least it's not a bunch of rematches like WWE.
But it makes sense with what you're doing with this storytelling because him and Willie Mack are so close.
Yeah. All right. I think this one's a rematch. Violent by Design's Dino and Rhino versus Decay's Black Taurus and Crazy Steve.
I think this is as well, but I mean, well, Rhino cashed in the Feast Your Fired briefcase, you know what I'm saying? And for him enduring to win the tag team titles.
I forgot he even had that briefcase.
Right? After he got for glory and all that with Heath. And he's like, I'm going to cash it in with my man Heath. And then Heath gets eliminated and freaking injured and shit. And now Rhino's a heel and he's with Violent by Design. So we'll look at it like this. This is Rhino's second ever title in Impact Wrestling. He's a former NWA World Champion. Yeah. And now he's the Impact Tag Champ with Joe Doring of All Japan and everything. These two are just a beast together. They're friggin' powerful. They're destructive. And I don't see them, the new version of Decay 2.0, Black Taurus, and Crazy Steve winning it. I think they'll win it down the line, but not here. I'm going to go Violent by Design.
Yeah, like I said, I don't see many titles changing, if any. So, we won't go straight to the women's because obviously Decay is going to be involved in that one too. So there is a 5-way match to determine the number 1 contender for Josh Alexander's X Division title. There is Peter Williams, who has come back out of nowhere, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju.
I love me some Rohit. That's my dude. Out of all the men, because he's a former X Division champ, and if you want to have a strong heel go against Josh Alexander, I got to go with the one true ace, Ace Austin.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, and I looked at the lineup and I thought, wait a minute, who's the X Division champ? Josh Allen. Okay, so it's got to be a heel. So Petey Williams is a heel, right?
No, he's a babyface.
No, he's just a heel on Twitter. Okay.
Ah!
So there you go. I told you.
Good morning, Mo.
Good morning.
I said he's going to join us. We're just going to be in the middle of predictions, and all you're going to hear is, "Oh yeah."
Yep.
Oh
there you
yeah.
go.
Moses, wait, hold on. You just turned Moses into the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't drink that Kool-Aid, especially the WWE Kool-Aid.
Okay, that Kool-Aid, yeah.
All right.
I got good Kool-Aid.
So I was torn between Ace Austin and Chris Bay. I think if the X Division champion was a heel, then it probably would have been Trey Miguel because, they started pushing him, then they just didn't push him towards anything. So I'm going to go with a heel. And Ace Austin's just had a program with the X Division title, but he is probably the favorite. So I'm going to go Ace Austin too. So far we've also predicted Fire and Flavor versus Kimberly and Susan.
Mm-hmm.
W. Morrissey versus Rich Swann. And VBD, Violent by Design versus Decay for the tag team titles.
Aha. When you said Morrissey, I was like, who the fuck is... Oh, that's right.
Because
That was exactly how my brain worked. Okay, so... Let's go. Tag match. You said the women's tag? That's for... Okay, so...
Yeah.
Women's tag
Fire
was, you
and
said
Flavor
Fire and
defending.
Flav, so it's fucking Trav's team.
Yeah. Defending
Against-
against Kimberly and Susan.
Kimberly and Sue. Oh, Kimberly. Duh. Oh my god.
And Sue Young.
I hate her name. Because I'm like, Kimberly who? Oh, that's right. Kimberly.
Well, that's Wentz's wife. That's Zachary Wentz of MSK's wife.
Kimberly
Really?
Page.
Yep.
Oh wow, I had no idea. Give me Fire and Flav. Give me Trav's team.
We ain't talking about Kimberly DDP's wife.
There you go. Yeah, no, not her.
No, not the one with the breast popping out, the 40-year-old virgin.
There you go.
Nope.
All right, that's
shit.
3 for Fire and Flavor.
Let's see. You said the.
We got W.
W.
Morrissey versus Rich Swann.
Oh,
with Willie
Morrissey's
Mack.
gonna win.
Yeah.
That's the second I see him in anything right now, it's like, yeah, this guy's gonna get a push like nobody's business.
Yeah. And then Violent by Design, Cody Deaner and Rhino defending the tag team titles against Black Taurus and Crazy Steve.
What are their celebrity lookalikes now?
Oh, these ones are Christian Bale and Steven Seagal.
Fucked up. That's so fucked up. God damn, I feel bad for Rhino. Oh, if he'd only do a ponytail. Okay. Yeah, no, it's got to be them. They're gonna have to retain. Like it's Black Taurus and Crazy Steve. Like, I mean, I'm not watching Impact, but I'm pretty sure they're not that relevant.
Hey, wait a minute. So I'd also like to add on here, because Moses is going to be interested in the match, because there's a certain Japanese wrestler on this card.
Yes,
that's
there is.
interesting.
We'll go to that match next, actually, after the number one contendership
Oh,
for the
I
X Division
heard.
title. Peter Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju.
Okay, hold on. Say one more time. This is for the X Division title?
For
Number
a
one
shot
contender.
at the X
Oh,
Division
number one.
title, which is held by
Oh,
Josh
okay.
Alexander. So we have Petey Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju.
I was listening to your guys' debate, and I'm like, well, Ace sounds like the obvious guy. But I'm like, do they want to throw a wrench into this? Is Impact going to be that predictable?
Yeah, like again, it's not a real pay-per-view, it's an Impact Plus
That-
special.
Exactly. I'm legit stuck between Ace Austin and Trey Miguel. Something about Trey Miguel just makes me think like, because they like him too much.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with you guys. I'll go with Ace.
Yeah, I mean, I say it should be a heel. I mean, they've just had Josh Alexander versus TJP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait, is Jonathan Alexander supposed to be a face?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And just like Peter Williams, TJP's a face, but he's a heel on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the next match is Joe Doring, aka Mickey Rourke, versus Satoshi Kojima.
Oh, fucking Koji. Oh, my God. Koji, did you just come to the States to do a job, brother? Like, I love you to death, but, like, come on now. We're talking about Koji. Like, it's fucking Kojima. Like, I can already hear fucking Carl Anderson just talking all this shit from, like, one of the Talking Shop episodes. And that's why I call him Koji. Because it's like, I already know him that well. It's like, I swear I was there that day. But he is, oh, God. He is not a name. In no way is Kojima a name. I mean, I'm not going to be that guy to say I cringe when I see him on a New Japan card, but I know I'm not looking, I'm looking past him, that's for sure.
He looks good on paper.
Yes, there you go. He looks good on paper. Something tells me that, like, he's there to be the guy. I mean, oh my God, like, this is hard because I can see him being there to be the quote unquote name, to job to one of the dudes. But then you're talking about fucking Dory, and you're talking about goddamn Mickey Rourke over here, and I'm like, maybe this is their way of saying, hey, sorry for Okado? Fuck it, give me Koji to win.
All right. Mike, what are you going with?
So since they're bringing in people like El Phantasmo and Kojima, excuse me, and a lot of these Japanese talents, and really trying to, like, kind of like really, revitalize their relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling and the Japanese talent. I think this is one. I mean, they've built it like, they've had matches in All Japan and Japan, and they've had a feud. So, I mean, I can see it from a stances where you're trying to build someone like a name in Satoshi Kojima and being that name value from Japan, if you will. So I'm going to go with Kojima.
Okay.
Man, Koji out here gets love. All right, Koji.
Okay, I think I'm going to be on my own on this one then.
On your own. So you're going to be the Patti LaBelle of this group. You're going to be on your own. Okay.
I mean, we also don't know who Travis is going to pick for this one, so I would assume he would go against the grain. So hopefully Travis has my back, and I'm going to go with Joe Doring.
Wait a minute. You want to talk about being
my
on?
Lord.
Who are you, Bobby Roode?
Oh my Lord! Hey. So I just want to immediately apologize to Koji right here, right now, live on air. If he hears this or not, I don't give a shit. I immediately retract my statement on this whole. He's a jabron. I did not know this guy was world fucking champ. He was world champ in 2010.
Yeah, so I mean, he looks good on paper with all these championships that he's won.
Jesus. I knew of the 6-man. I knew of his tag team runs. I had no idea.
IWGP and the NWA.
Yeah. I knew that one because I'd seen that match. He did not do Homeboy no favors. Rob Conway. Mm-mm.
Oh, man, I forgot Rob Conway was NWA champion.
Yes, so did I. But fucking hell, old school retros over here. I think it was Wrestle Kingdom, like 8?
Yes, somewhere around there.
And I was like, who in the fuck are you, pal?
Hey, I'll be on. Guy. Rob Conway, when he was the La Resistance, and he went in there, but then when you freaking put the shades on him, and he had one of my favorite theme songs, Just Look at Me, ain't I a sight to see? The whole damn world wants to look like me. Pause, but they don't. So just look at me.
Wait a minute, was that like his TNA song or something?
It was his WWE song. He was never TNA.
Was it really? I did not pay that much attention.
Damn.
Just look at me. Yeah.
That's underrated as shit.
Well then, Knockouts Championship is a rematch. Deonna Purrazzo defending against Rosemary. Again, I don't see Deonna dropping the title until at least Slammiversary, depending on who she's facing.
Well, I mean, with her, like, they did the thing with Taylor Wilde at the last pay-per-view where she came out, ripped ass, and took names. So we haven't gotten Deonna and Taylor Wilde yet. We haven't had that veteran for Deonna.
Isn't Taylor Wilde a heel this time?
Is she? I don't even know. Oh, well, yeah, that's what I was going. Like, yeah, sure. Sure, she's. Oh no, wait, no. Taylor Wilde and Tennille Dashwood are a team. That's right. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's come back to the heel.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That out. Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna still say Deonna retains though. Virtuosa. That reign lives on and on until the break of dawn. I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay, well, here's my thing with Deonna. Like, she's, as I'm looking this up right now, because goddamn Twitter's all over the place. I'm like, I knew what I was looking for, and I got, like, Yankee and baseball stuff. Besides the point. But there's, like, talks right now of, like, already her and Britt Baker doing this, like, fucking interpromotional, probably like a non-title, but, you know, champion versus champion match. And I'm just like, there's nobody else on that roster for Impact that I can see doing that with anybody. Like, Deonna is a star right now. She is, whether people want to believe this or not, probably Impact's biggest star.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like how you're pointing it out perfectly. Like, this isn't like a pay-per-view. This is like a whatever, just like a network special. And it's just like, nah, it just, like, any person that goes, like, honestly, and then you know how big of a Jordan Grace fan I am. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, there's nobody on that roster that's going to take this thing from her.
No, I mean, every single time we do these Impact predictions, Deonna Purrazzo is always the safest bet.
Oh yeah, she's the one that you can't bet on her because you're just gonna lose. You're not gonna make no money. There's no gamble, and because of that, you cannot go against Deonna in this one.
No, she's on evens.
Anyway, Jesus Christ.
So main events. Now, when they were building towards this match, I thought the payoff would be Moose finally winning the world title. But, again, I don't see Kenny Omega dropping it on an Impact special. I see him dropping it maybe at Slammiversary, so I can see them having a rematch. Some shenanigans cause a rematch, so Kenny Omega to retain.
Chicaner.
Also, they've like, between them, Impact and AEW and AAA, they've booked Kenny Omega into such a position where he's got 3 world titles, so that the first person to take one of them away from him is going to have one hell of a push.
Oh, hell yeah. But I think that's the best part about it. I mean, the thing that weirds me out about this Kenny, well, I don't want to, there's a lot of things that weird me out about it. Like when Andrade showed up last week, and my immediate guess is he was going to go to Mexico, and then that's how they were going to get the belt back. And he's like, nope, bitches, I'm still in America. And it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? I have a guy that I think is going to take the belt from him, and they're just going to put on a banger. But I don't know when that's going to happen, if it'll happen. I don't know if they even scheduled that one yet, but him and Laredo Kid.
Ooh.
Yeah, Laredo Kid is over like nobody's business. Him, or if Kenny's willing to get crazy, since he's been fucking around with Mox and getting crazy with him, he can always go with Psycho Clown, who is also over as a bitch in Mexico.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But yeah, no, Moose, God, the Moose run that I wanted. And no. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. But yeah, I could totally see some chicanery where somebody has to say something. I mean, I'm sure it'll be Dawn doing something.
Yeah.
Just like he did at the pay-per-view. Shit! And he runs down. Oh, my God. I laughed so hard. It's great.
Mike?
With the way that you had Don Callis yelling shit, it reminded me of the classic, one of my favorite classics, that being Bud Abbott and Lou Costello hold that ghost. Chick! Oh, chick! Like the ring candles going back. Chick! That's what it reminded me of. He's like Lou Costello to Kenny Omega's Bud Abbott. When it comes to this particular...
I was thinking more Bill and Ted when Napoleon rolls into the gutter when he's bowling.
Yes.
And he just yells, Mert. Subtitles just shit.
Okay.
Let's take it.
For this one, again, I don't see Moose winning it. It's a case of it's against all odds. It's not Slammiversary, once more to reiterate. I will go with Kenny by God Omega You know what I'm saying? By God, Omega. You know what I'm saying? I hear the battle cry. Let's not wait till the water runs dry. I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega.
That is a bitchin' theme song.
It is.
All right, there we go. All predictions for Against All Odds, and I think there's only one difference, that being mine for Kojima and Doran. So we'll see how Travis does when he sends in his predictions. Obviously, he's not with us this week. So, now it is time for that part of the week where we share the kind of posts that make wrestling fans look like idiots.
Yeah, all right.
This is shit Mark say.
It's still real to me, damn it!
So this one derives from what we just mentioned, Andrade showing up in AEW. And on one of the groups, somebody posted, "Yeah, you guys said he was Mexico bound. Next thing we know, he's on our TVs on Dynamite." To which I respond, "So? He can still wrestle in Mexico."
Exactly.
Kenny Omega's been Triple H champion for 20 months. Now, the response to this was, "Okay, stretch." To which I replied, "No, it's not a stretch. He literally won the title in October 2019. That's 20 months. And
yeah, exactly.
To which there was no response to that one. But, again, they have announced Andrade versus Kenny Omega at Triple Mania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he has already shown up in Mexico and got booked for their biggest event for their World Championship.
I guess people don't realize, like, after you leave WWE, you could do more than one show.
Yeah, you're allowed to work in more than one company once you leave WWE.
It's kind of a thing, you know what I'm saying? You could go over here, you could go over there. Cody Rhodes did it when he was at Impact. You know, he wrestled in New Japan too. He was wrestling Juice Robinson at Wrestle Kingdom and still doing Impact.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega and Mox are doing it now.
Yep. Mox is going back to New Japan to fight whoever, and then here's Kenny Omega over here in Mexico. It happens.
And then you got Matt Cardona pretending to be Mox.
Oh, that fucker.
I love him. I love him.
I just love that video for the audience reaction. They're jumping up and down. They're so excited. Then as soon as he takes the hood off and reveals it's Matt Cardona, they instantly stop jumping and just throw up the birds.
So,
That damn
you.
Cardona.
You motherfucker, you.
Fuck you, Cardona. I love it.
Oh, that was a rough ride.
Oh, but
Drop, shut
Yeah.
him down. Oh, shop
Captain
is
comes
what
with
he-
jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have another pay-per-view to predict, but before that, you are listening to Max Wrestling, and if you prefer your podcast in audio form only, we are on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and CastBox.
Cast.
I like that one. That was cool.
For a second, I thought Impact brought back the spin cycle.
Oh.
And of course, special episode on Anchor.fm, and we are, of course, as we said, on KTN Click Talk Network. And we are just 2 weeks away from our most unique special event of the year. It is Trivia Takeover 6 Mortal Conflict on June 22nd and 24th. Why is it unique? Because it's the home of the Champions Chase match, which will see the team of Chad Malcolm, Ella J, Moses and Travis attempt to dethrone the Knowledge Champion Mike Larkin. They will each go head to head with Mike to try and make it home, and whoever remains will challenge the champion in the final dash. And it wouldn't be Mortal Conflict without the Demoness feasting on some mortal souls. She's taken on all three members of Ryan Squared, Louis Sutcliffe, Ryan Sutcliffe, and Ryan Taylor. And there's more championships on the line, both defended by the Phoenix. He will face the Queen of RWT in a promo bout with the Max Wrestling World Championship on the line, that being Mona Lynn.
Mona Lynn.
And finally, to conclude their trilogy, the Phoenix and Moses Marquez square off for the promo championship one more time. I love me some
You
trilogies.
fucking munch, you son of a bitch.
You bird fucker.
Fucking miserable. You bird fucking son of a bitch.
And for more information, go to maxwrestling.net/takeover6.
Can I just say we are coming upon the 1 year anniversary of last year's Trivia Takeover, where you, Mr. Moses Marquez, got yourself a shot at the Demoness, Miss Nicola McDonald, for the promo title. at Trivia Takeover last year, and now you got another one this year, Mr. Moses Marquez.
I know the odds are stacked against me, as they say, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got a good feeling about this one. I feel like his plate is too full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he's got Moan and Lynn, now he's got you. So, I mean, he's got a tall order ahead of him, does Mr. Phoenix. That bird fucker. That tall, scrawny little shit with wings.
Yeah.
He's also walking in injured.
Why?
True
What
that.
happened?
Yeah, he got
He beat
drunk.
his ass.
He got drunk this past weekend, and while he was dancing, he fell and chipped a bone in his ankle.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You mean that video that you sent us of you fucking beer and Phoenix?
Oh no! This was after Judas.
Oh, okay.
I was
Oh,
I was stood outside, and all I could see through the door, through the kitchen, through the living room was him dancing. And the next thing, he's on his ass. And I'm sure he's going to appreciate me sharing this with the world.
I'm sorry.
The thing is, he made the injury worse because we got a taxi, and my suggestion was, okay, we're going to drop you off on the way because it's literally on the way to our house. He says, no, I'll come back to yours for one more drink, then I'll walk home.
This guy. I want to party with this guy.
Phoenix is hardcore.
I love
He is.
that. But goddamn,
You want
I'm
me
sorry,
to say
sometimes
it
you
on-
gotta know when to fold them. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them.
Yep. You want me to say it on air, Dazarino? Because I will say it.
This is why you don't drink.
Phoenix, you dumbass.
Love
I don't think anybody can touch The Rock on the mic in his prime.
No. I don't know anybody that can touch the rock on the mic now.
The guy gets killed, and I don't mean to spoil it, but it's what it is.
I mean, I spoiled the biggest plot twist in Wrong Turn, but people may thank me for that later.
Where did he go? Where did you find him? Oh, don't worry, he came and rescued me. Where was you, slicking your hair with all that wet hair gel?
What item did Seth Rollins use to break up the Shield? Was it A, Michael Cole's shoe, B, a steel chair, great steel chair?
honestly.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of On the Mic with Mike. And joining me today, Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion, Miss Dion.
I don't think I said too long though.
That's how bad that bump was. Welcome back. The week after Trivia Takeover, the 2021 King of the Mic tournament begins, and as you know, match one is Walker versus Cypher. A rematch from last year's King of the Mic. Now, it is time to reveal the second match of the tournament, and before we do, I have to reiterate something. The only match that I booked myself was Walker versus Cypher because they requested it. Every other match was randomly drawn with a tournament generator, so the second match in the tournament, the blood is not on my hands. It is the former and longest reigning promo champion, the Demoness, making her King of the Mic debut against Chris Maldonado.
Or Chris.
I'm sorry, Chris. But, you know, stranger things have happened. Bring the fire. Bring the thunder.
I will say he did also. I know he's going to listen to this, but Chris Maldonado did text me and wanted me to tell you guys to say hello, and he said to give everybody his love. I think that was his last hurrah, his last rites, if you will, before the Demoness. I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm sure
you were
he's
going to say,
gonna-
he sent me a text to say, fuck you for giving me the Demoness.
No, he was cool with it. He was very cool with it. I told him. I said, yo, you're going against Nicola because I got to give him the heads up. 'Cause Chris is not on social media, so I'm like, yo, Chris, I just want to make you aware. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to probably think of something creative to do. And I'm like, well, all right, you go, you son of a bitch. Bruh.
This is the first time match, I believe.
Yes, they've never faced each
They've both been in the climax, but I think they were in separate groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So at least it's fresh.
It is not such fresh, but fresh.
It is. Yeah, it's not fresh. It's not such fresh. It's fresh.
Yep.
All right, on to pay-per-view number 2 this week, which is NXT Takeover in Your House. So
Your
5 matches.
In tu casa, way.
Yeah, I also want to say I'm very happy that I correctly predicted how one of them was going to be set up, so we'll get to that one first.
You know
Because
what
it
I
is
wanna-
now. Go on.
I got to say this before we even talk about the pay-per-view. One of my things, I loved it so much. That lovely, lovely young woman named Poppy giving Dexter Loomis that hug, and Indy Hartwell running off screaming and just yelling, "Dexter, no!"
Yeah. Keep Poppy coming.
Trips was my favorite in that whole thing.
That
He was the
awkward.
proud dad, and he was the overdramatic, overly shocked, crazy guy in the corner. He was like, "Grr!" His mouth was agape, and I was floored.
He also turned into DX Triple H with the obvious, I don't know how technology works shtick. With it.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you press that button and your album goes live right now?
I love Hunter.
Okay. Also, William Regal is like, I don't like this type of music.
Hey, man,
God damn you, Regal.
Wait a minute. You
You
mean
old-
to tell me
You old
this
stickler,
man,
you.
who said, this man who doesn't like this kind of music, this is the same man who friggin' put on a hat, danced to Money, Money, Yeah, Yeah, and the same man who danced to Lindsay Lohan's Rumors with Christy Hemme and Eugene. You stop that right now, Mr. William Regal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's more pop culture on William Regal's playlist than there is Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
But anyway, I freaking called it. So Cameron Grimes, LA Knight is now a ladder match for the $1 Million Championship.
Yup.
It's got to be Cameron Grimes. I know. I said initially that it'd be cool if LA Knight sort of, because he reminded me so much of the Ringmaster, that they bring him in as a $1 Million Champion and then it'll fuck over Cameron Grimes because he's got Ted DiBiase in LA Knight's corner. But yeah, DiBiase's been pretty neutral for the last couple of weeks, so I think it pays off for Cameron Grimes and he becomes a $1 Million Champion.
I think it works way better that way. I mean, LA Knight seems like he's a one-man show because that's his gimmick. You know, when that's what happens when you try to be fucking Stone Cold and The Rock at the same time. But yeah, no, I think the way that the DiBiase and Cameron Grimes like butted heads, and then it's gonna be like smoothed out, like, oh great, yeah, you were the guy that won. Here you go. And I wonder if this means that like Ted DiBiase is gonna be like his manager now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Interesting. Yeah, Cameron Grimes.
And then maybe,
To the moon, baby.
maybe further down the line, DiBiase will turn on Grimes and help LA Knight become $1 Million Champion, and then there we go. We got the new Ringmaster.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh yeah, just a random belt to feud two people.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mike?
I'll be different on this one. I am going to go with L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I like Cameron Grimes. I think it would be great if we have that happy ending that he wins the $1 Million title. Damn you, Ted DiBiase! You know, it just
Love that.
everything that's been going on has been amazing. But again, I don't think it's the time where, you know, we get Cameron Grimes and Teddy DiBiase as like a little unit here, man. I think we're going to hold off until, you know, whenever. But as of right now, I think Ted DiBiase has the heel with LA Knight, like we mentioned, the Ringmaster vibes and what we've seen before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, I got to go with the heel on this one. I got to go with LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? He may have $1 million body with a nickel brain, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, God damn, man, you got LA Knight. So, you know, I got to go LA Knight. I'm not talking about the Los Angeles Knight. Yeah.
Tommy,
talking-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Los Angeles Knights, which was the team that Bow Wow played on.
Exactly.
I'm talking about L.A. Knight, the former
Please.
Eli Drake.
Please don't give Bow Wow another invitation.
No.
Okay.
Let
let
me
me-
see it. I'm down.
I'd rather have friggin' Jonathan Lipnicki put on those damn sneakers and then fall out of them when he's friggin' having a friggin' daydream about joining the friggin' L.A. Knights, man. Be like Mike. Jonathan Lipnicki, you son of a bitch from Jerry Maguire, and you
Right.
son of a bitch from Stuart Little.
Jonathan Lipnicki went on to become a mini Brock Lesnar.
Jesus Christ, what happened to that kid? Holy shit, man. Kid's got abs. He's playing the drums. Look at me. I'm cool. God damn it, son.
Next thing you know, what'd you say about my mouse brother? Okay, match number 2. Let's go with Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. There's still a lot of mystique around Xia Li. I don't see any sense in Mercedes Martinez going over, so Xia Li.
Yeah, fucking Mercedes Martinez is. She's like, they're like, hey, you don't want to be in Retribution? Yeah, well, great. You're gonna win like a couple matches and then job on NXT. So here you go.
But she looks good
yeah,
doing it.
Xia Li's got a nice like aura to her right now. But it's fucking Mercedes. They don't give a shit. She's old. Yeah, Xia Li.
Plus, she's probably going to be bodyguarding Eva Marie soon.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, you missed that talk where it's either they're talking about bringing in Mercedes Martinez or Piper Niven as Eva Marie's muscle.
But why would you ruin Piper Niven like that?
Because we need to fix her.
Hey, what happened to that giant Brock Lesnar looking kid?
Parker Bordeaux?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be her muscle.
Yeah, that would make more sense because she endorsed him.
Mm-hmm.
This is just freaking ringside news again, spreading rumors.
Well, I mean, I didn't he get a tryout?
Yes. Yeah, he's signed. Trying to.
Oh, he's signed.
To PC.
Well then, come on there, Hunter. What the fuck? I want to see this giant fucking kid in there. He ain't that big, but still.
I mean, he is. Well, his top half is.
Yeah, he's fucking wide.
Full House.
Dream offensive lineman.
Full House for Xia Li?
Yeah.
So, all right. I like the continuity about how the fact that she brought about how she doesn't forget, they wrestled in the Mae Young Classic together. I thought that was a nice touch. And Xia Li, they're pushing her with this, with this gimmick. And, oh, God, who's the one with her? Boa, right?
Boa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you have this mystique about the character, and I'll be honest with you, this is a great resurgence for Xia Li, turning her heel and just letting her go and killing people. I love it. You have Mercedes Martinez being the babyface in this role, and you also have Mercedes Martinez, and really, I'll be honest with you, ever since she's come back to NXT, I've been so happy because they let her shine too. But she's also in the position where it's like, okay, you're the veteran, you're going to help these young talents. It doesn't hurt if you lose because you're there to do what you need to do. And also the fact is it's Mercedes F. and Martinez. So on that note, I am going to say Xia Li gets the W.
All right. So there is a winner-takes-all six-man tag for the North American and Tag Team Championships. Bronson Reed, North American Champion, MSK Tag Team Champions versus Legado del Fantasma. Nah, that's a tough cookie. Because Bronson Reed hasn't been North American Champion for too long, but I can see Legado del Fantasma holding all the gold.
Yeah. I can.
I'm going to go retain.
Oh, God. Now you got me, like, debating, but at the same time it's like it's a winner take all. Like, are they we wouldn't really fucking do that, like just give 3 titles over like it's no big dealio. Yeah, Bronson Reed's been fucking North American champion all of what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks.
Oh fuck, I was actually bullshitting that. Okay. But all right, that works for me. Yeah, no, they retain. The marijuana smoking kids keep their belts.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to feud singles, Reed and Santos.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's going to be a title match eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see a title change in a winner takes all.
No.
Mike?
That's my thing too, because I'm like, okay, so Bronson Reed's been the North American champion for a cup of coffee. I mean, Santos just lost the cruiserweight title. The MSK, again, too soon for them to lose the titles, and I think they are going to lose to Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza and Santos Escobar. I can't do the R's, so Moses, roll them damn R's.
Santos Escobar.
Thank you. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Gerald and Hey Arnold. You set a beautiful table, my beautiful senorita. Rawr, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, thank you. You set a beautiful table, my senorita. Boom. Anyway, I digress. Pop culture aside, god dang, man, you got MSK doing the damn thing as a tag champ. Bronson Reed doing the thing as the North American champion. Legado del Fantasma, I can see winning all the gold, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? I think they're probably going to win it at, oh my God, when's the next special? Was it August, right? Is it Brooklyn? No,
yeah, it'll be like SummerSlam week, whatever the hell they are. Are they on there in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, Vegas. So NXT. No, I'm not going to say double or nothing, all or nothing. I'm just going to say NXT Vegas. I can see them winning it there, man, in front of a live audience. So I will say Bronson Reed, MSK, marijuana smoking kids retain.
All right, and I will also do the Martin Lawrence version of setting the table.
What?
This is a nice fucking table. Big fucking plates, but a nice fucking table.
Nice fucking table.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, nothing different so far. Let's go Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon. I think I know which way this one's going to go too. For the women's title, again, do not see Raquel Gonzalez dropping so soon.
Don't mean to cut you off, Dazarino, but isn't Shotzi Blackheart hurt? Didn't she say on Twitter she was injured?
Well, it says she's in Ember Moon's corner, but yeah, I mean, Raquel, like, bounced her off the barricade a couple of weeks ago, didn't she?
Wham!
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I still don't see Raquel dropping the title just yet. I think it's also too soon for any turn from Dakota Kai too.
Well, I'll bounce
Do
this
you really
off.
think so?
Well, I'll bounce this off of you guys. Raquel. All right, first and foremost, I'll give my prediction. I'm going to say Raquel Gonzalez beats Ember Moon. But what you could do is afterwards, you know what I'm saying? They could be celebrating, and then Dakota just Yakuza kicks that bitch right in the face, and that could set up your bout for August.
Yeah.
Right into peace.
And as far as Twitter goes, yeah, somebody just asked where's Shotzi, is she injured, and she literally just replied, "Yep." So probably just kayfabe.
Yep, kayfabe it did. It's possible.
I mean,
But
she could have responded, "Well, did you not see Raquel bouncing my fucking head off the barricade?"
Yeah,
You
stupid.
son of a bitch.
So yeah, Raquel Gonzalez, Mike,
Raquel.
full house.
Mm-mm.
Now then, again, this one could be predictable. I don't know. They may swerve us, but I doubt it. Karrion Kross defending the NXT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, baby, Johnny Gargano, and Peter Dunne.
Peter Dunne.
It'd be great if he surprised us with a win, but since Kross is the one who requested to face all 4 challengers, I think it'd be stupid to take the title off him, so I gotta go Kross to retain.
Oh god, this is so difficult because the reality is I'm like, yeah, I feel like they could go either way. I could feel like they want to do like a, okay, yeah, we want to stick with Kross. This is our guy, or hey, this is our chance to switch right back to Adam Cole. You know what I mean? But the fucking draft is coming up, and I swear to you, NXT is gonna get rated like nobody's business.
Oh,
Guys
yeah.
we think shouldn't go up are going up. Guys we think fucking Vince hates are probably gonna go up.
NXT's roster's getting Vikinged.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Like I mean, they're the 2 guys I'd be really surprised to see them not go are Johnny and Adam Cole. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm pretty sure they're both gone.
I'm pretty certain Adam Cole's gone, but Gargano, he's digging his heels into NXT.
Maybe that's the smart thing to do.
Stay here as long as you can.
So, yeah, there you go. Give him the Billy Madison. So, oh god, but like Cool Kyle's not that cool. I'd love a Pete run, but yeah, it's too early. So yeah, Kross keeps it.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm going to say Karrion Kross retains, and if I could see anyone taking the pin, I think he's going to pin Cool Kyle.
Yeah.
Poor Kyle.
I see that one.
Poor Kyle.
Goddamn cat.
Yeah.
Damn cat.
Yeah.
All right, that is NXT Takeover, and yes, we have plenty of time for the topic, Tron. So, let me get a timer ready because, as you know, we have 10 minutes to discuss as many topics as we can on a new format of Max Wrestling. And when the time is up, you will hear this noise.
May I ask a question really quickly?
Yes.
Can you please leave the soundbite of me yawning talking about Raw?
Yeah.
Please. Because I even, as soon as you said that, I realized it as I was talking. I'm like, all right, that's a perfect soundbite for anytime we talk about Raw. Just use me yawning.
There you go.
Okay. So, topic number 1. NWA recently had their pay-per-view this past week. Nick Aldis retained the NWA title by DQ by attacking the referee, and Kamille is now the NWA Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a DQ finish in NWA. Well, especially the way Nick Aldis did. I'm expecting a rematch. Because as you probably know, I had money all over Trevor Murdoch. My inner 13-year-old was crying out for former WWE Raw Tag Team Champion Trevor Murdoch to win the world title.
You were singing "Friends in Low Places," weren't you, Dad?
I was. I could picture Lance Cade jumping up and down in his living room.
That's awesome.
Yeah, God rest his soul. Do you remember? Okay, if anybody remembers the one promo that they did where Lance Cade turns on Trevor Murdoch and he's just like, "You know what, Trevor? I don't know why you didn't see this coming. You must be more stupid than I thought you were." Then he goes, "You know what? When your kid is asking why did Uncle Lance do what he did to you? Well, hell, I didn't like you or your damn kid anyway." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Lance Cade. Like, all right, you go. But no, it's very underrated. It's Joey Styles talking with Lance Cade. God rest his soul. Yo,
Lance Cade was very underrated.
He was trained by Shawn Michaels. Lance Cade, what poor dude dying so young. When it comes to Trevor Murdoch, man, like a lot of people were shitting on it just because, it's Trevor Murdoch, yada yada. Okay, when he was a good wrestler, trained by Harley Race. I'm talking about WLW. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where give the man a chance. Ever since he left WWE, like I said, give him on the Indies, give him what have you. Dude can go. Hit him with the DDT, and I always used to love. Remember, he used to do that top rope bulldog, Daz? That was the shiznit. That top rope bulldog, very Steiner-esque, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. But, Trevor Murdoch and Nick Aldis, I'm ready for round 2.
That's the thing. NWA would push former WWE talent that you wouldn't expect to be in the main event scene.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Trevor Murdoch's been a staple of NWA for a while, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like it. I'm a fan of Murdoch, my damn self. I was like, hell yeah, get this guy on the title scene. And then I heard about the DQ, and I was like, well, that's kind of typical, old school NWA. They're definitely building to another one. My guess is probably like a cage match. Yeah. I'm sure they want to do some kind of gimmick match. Gain attention. Bring a cage in the bitch.
Absolutely.
But yeah, good for Kamille too. Like, I mean, I figured that was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I think Serena Deeb probably has an AEW contract, and so now I'm just gonna go over here. And now you get to see Kamille probably show up on fucking. She's probably gonna wrestle somebody from AEW eventually. That's gonna, bridge that little itty bitty gap, and then I'm sure at some point in time we're gonna get Cody and Nick Aldis again.
Yeah, I think they're both down for it.
See,
I think everybody is.
Because Kamille is a fucking beast, and she looks great. Like, I think she'll do well, and it's her time, man. She's been working really, really hard.
Yeah. Back on Trevor Murdoch, little trivia for you, Mike. Who did he lose to in his first NWA match?
Dude, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know. I haven't been following NWA.
It's somebody from AEW.
Okay, like I said, I don't even want to guess. Just tell me.
Ricky Starks?
No shoes, Ricky Starks.
No shoes, Ricky Starks.
No socks, sorry. No socks, Ricky Starks.
No socks, whatever.
Shoes and no socks. All right, here's the thing about Ricky Starks.
Slippers.
What the hell was the difference between what we get in AEW and what he was in NWA? I knew he was in NWA, so yeah. I don't even remember what his gimmick was in NWA.
I think he was pretty Ricky there too.
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky. Here's the thing. When I think of Pretty Ricky, I don't even think of R-Truth. I think of the music group. When you had songs like Grind With Me, Relax Your Mind, Take Your Time With Me, and Your Body, My Body, It's Burning Up. And when you have a song called On the Hotline, it's 5 a.m. and I'm up having phone sex with you. My goodness gracious, man. That's what I think about with Pretty Ricky. I'm so horny. You know what I'm saying? Take the British panties off, put a thong on, man. I'm talking about 2007, baby. But yeah, no, that's what I think about when I think of Pretty Ricky, not that son of a bitch, Ricky Starks.
I'm just gonna cut, I'm gonna watch this back and just cut that half a second clip where fucking Mike yells, "I'm horny," and just every fucking time something stupid happens on Raw, I'm just gonna play that. I'm horny. It's gonna be great.
So one day, yep.
Oh, I'm gonna stop the timer there. Let's do another topic.
We gotta end on a high note.
Next topic. Ring of Honor has begun the Survival of the Fittest tournament with Demonic Flamita defeating Ray Horus in a little bit of a banger this past week.
Who else is in this thing?
So next week we got Sledge versus Brian Johnson.
Sledge and Brian. Both those names sound familiar.
Yeah, Sledge is a bit of a beast.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you said it's Survival of the Fittest tournament. Yeah, there it is. I was like, where is it at? Staring me in the face.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you type in Ring of Honor because otherwise you're gonna get biking and stuff.
Okay, so here we go. So the left side of the bracket was you had Ray Horus and Flamita, which I'm sure is a banger because I think I've seen them go at it at PWG, and it's always a killer one.
Yeah.
Dak Draper and Eli Isom, whoever the hell that is. Bandito and Bateman should be good.
There's 2 or 3 names I recognize from the tournament. So there's O'Shea, Edwards, and Danhausen.
Danhausen, that's the face paint dude, right?
Yeah.
That guy's hilarious.
Who the internet loves.
He's hilarious. Him and Rhett Titus. Rhett Titus has been in ROH forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Wow, okay, this is a little bit of an interesting bracket. Now that I'm sitting here looking at this. But I'm still curious, who the fuck is Brian Johnson? I'm sorry, bud.
Wait a minute, wasn't he a singer of AC/DC?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I really wanted to say something like that, but I was like, that's so fucking mean. But you said it, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, O'Shea Edwards been there a while.
Was he in Brian? Oh my god, what? Who the hell are you, bro? I know you from somewhere else. You're not. Who the fuck? Okay, I know. I recognize Sledge now. Oh my god. I don't know. This Brian Johnson guy, I swear I've seen him probably Game Changer Wrestling or what's the other one? Bloodsport. That's where I've seen you. Yeah, okay. Oh well, fuck. Okay, well, I like this. This seems like a little interesting little fucking tournament they got here. But I feel like it's gonna end up being Flamita or not. Probably Ray Horus and fucking some. Well, Ray Horus won, right?
No, Flamita won.
Oh shit. Okay, well, goddamn.
And again, I mean, like I said last week, I'm just slowly getting back into Ring of Honor, so I'm unfamiliar with a lot of people, but I'm very interested in Sledge and Brian Johnson next week because the video package they showed really built it up as it's going to be a bit of a smack fest.
I love it.
Just for the record, and my apologies for cutting you off.
Yes.
I apologize. Eli Isom? He's actually one of the dojo guys. He trained at the Ring of Honor dojo.
Love it. Love when they bring these young kids in for this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. These young boys.
Them youngins.
The youngsters. Oh, okay. So the winner is going to get a title shot. Oh, okay. Not to be that guy. I kind of already see who they got in line for that then. But okay, that's fine. Fuck, dude, but give me Danhausen. I want that guy to go all the way. All the way and lose. I mean, all the way.
The great thing about it is it's a triple threat final, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the final.
That's fine. I fucked with it.
And also, Mike, we got some more Quinn McKay. Did I say that right? I got a feeling I said it wrong. Mike?
Mike, correct him.
Yeah, it's
Quinn
it's
McKay.
Quinn McKay. That's all I'm
Why
saying.
did it sound wrong? I knew that was her name. Yeah.
No,
That does sound wrong, though, but I get you.
oh man, I'd like to hop in the DM for some QM, man. Goddamn. Now, when it comes to Quinn McKay, man, when you see her as the interview with the bubbly, the vivacious ass bodacious, man, it's one of those things when you look at Quinn McKay, like again, she's got the facial, she's got the expressions, and it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, give me some more of you on my TV. You're good looking, you could talk, you could do what you do as only as you can do. Baby boo, I'm all about it.
Hell yeah.
Baby.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm living life in the fast lane. Fred Durst at the MTV VMAs with Christina Aguilera. Oh my goodness.
Fred Durst, he says.
Hey man, he was in Just Bring It, man. Coming out in that car, keep rolling,
Yes, he
rolling,
was.
rolling. What?
Yeah, he was an unlockable character. Fred Durst.
Oh, my phone's going off my bed.
That's one hell of a ringtone.
Yeah,
No,
man.
it's not a ringtone.
The Wrestling
I have
Observer.
I have a reminder that says like download the shows, and so like my phone buzzed and I did it, but I did not realize my fucking speaker's all the way up. Yes, I religiously listen to Dave and Brian. Okay, kiss my nalgas way.
Yeah, let's not get into that one again.
No.
No. I don't mean. I meant to all the people that are like. There's probably people listening like, oh my god, don't worry about it. I'm paying the content. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Like Raw. I'm putting in the dirty work, so you ain't gotta.
Hey, I already said that, man. We thought when we were going through Raw and Alexa Bliss and Shayna Baszler with the Conjuring NFL type deal.
Fucking hell.
They made
Oh
the
my
MMA fighter scared of a doll.
You know what made that entire thing? I know we completely jumped topic here, but my wife asked me about that the other day. I was embarrassed. I said, I have no idea what the fuck what's going on, and she's like, what do you mean? You should know all of this. And I'm like, I do. I'm just gonna act like I don't know what the fuck's going on because this is stupid. And she's like, does this have anything to do with like old school wrestlers? I was like, this is the worst Papa Shango I've ever fucking seen, and Papa Shango wasn't even that good.
Hey, man, people are already saying it's the watered down version of the Firefly.
Yeah.
Oh god, this whole thing sucks. It just fucking sucks. And I'm only watching highlights of this. Highlights.
Well, I said plus we got Jeff Hardy winning the match, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, when the fuck become 2019?
Hold on. We got to ask something about Moses here. Moses, they made Jackson Riker a babyface.
I threw
With
my
his
glass.
new haircut. What is this
I
new
threw my
haircut?
glass. They. How in the fuck did you do what the? I can't even talk.
So if you want
Elias-
to push in WWE, all you have to do is ruin your tag team partners' careers.
Yep, and he turned on. Well, no, Elias turned on him, and then he's unhinged. I don't want to work with Jackson Riker. Then Jackson Riker beats up Elias while he's about to sing his song. It'll make you dance, Earth, Wind, and Fire style. And then we get the match, and then it ends in a count out, and Jackson Riker's all pissed with his new haircut, and it's like, all right, we're gonna continue this. Jackson Riker, he's unhinged. He's a babyface. Rawr.
No,
Yeah, no.
that's.
Out of all
Trust me, I've
people
heard
to
some
be
dumb
babyface-
things in my life. That's fucking up there, bud.
Hey, out of all the people to be a babyface, Jackson Riker.
Look, I'm saying this as a guy who's willing to put aside the political nonsensery of it. As a wrestling fan and as a guy that appreciates wrestling and this and that, understands turns and the hoopla and the blah blah. I get why they did this, but it's really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's really stupid. I just
Stupid,
I can't put it in
stupid.
any other better word. Stupid. There you go. Yep, just stupid.
And really quickly, also, main event on Ring of Honor was also a banger. It was Silas Young versus Josh Woods in a Pure Rules match.
Oh, God.
I love Pure Rules.
I do, and then at the same time, I believe those guys were working together forever. Like, they were, I don't want to say, like, I think tag partners or manager and kid or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, to see them go at it, that was awesome. I got to get in it. God damn it, I got to get back into ROH.
Yeah, this week's episode was really good, and this is why also Ring of Honor has kind of come back into my life, because it's now an alternative to Raw on Mondays.
Hey, all right. All right, Fight TV, here I come.
Well, I think you can watch it.
Is that where you watch it?
I watch it on their website.
Oh, that's right. That's where you said you were watching it.
Yeah, they stream it themselves.
With your CarMax commercial?
This week it was Ric Flair and LA Knight.
Shield.
Yeah.
Actually, there wasn't as many as last week.
Oh, they're not trying to pay Rick no more? Okay, I see how you do it. Sons of bitches.
Okay, time for another topic. And I think I've saved the best till, well, the most. This is probably going to go more than 10 minutes. Possibly the final topic of the show. AEW versus Fridays. It sucks.
It does. It's bad. It's bad because it's we're not trying, like, God, how can I put this? AEW fans are guys that are willing, or people that are willing to, like, put aside the time to watch the show, except for Friday, because they're probably out doing something. They have a get together to get to, and then on top of that, the world's opened up. We're not forced indoors anymore. So I'm definitely trying to do something on a Friday. You know what I mean? I had a hard work week, and it sucks. And then to make matters worse, I feel like they fucking know that it's going to be a bad show, so then they're just out there, like, half-assing it. Like, I was doing my review, and it's like they're all going to come out late as shit because I'm just the worst guy ever. But it's like, I'm like, there was nothing special about this show. It was fucking Nick Camarado was in the goddamn main event. Dustin goddamn Rhodes. Rustin, if you will. Fucking main evented goddamn Dynamite in a bull rope match. A match that fucking was popular in the 80s. Like, what?
Yeah. There's a couple of negatives to Dynamite being on Friday. The fact that they're kind of half-assing it. Obvious reason, the ratings have absolutely tanked. Because 10 p.m. on a Friday is a death sentence.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Also, we can't really talk about it much anymore because it's on the day after we record.
Yeah, that's why I started to do these, like, review. But it's like, by the time I get that done, so it's like it's on a Friday. You know what I mean? Saturday, I end up waking up late. I'm not gonna lie, And then stuff happens. I've got kids. I have obligations, stuff like that. So it just it's like Friday is just the worst. And then they're gonna have a Saturday show, which for some reason I feel like that one's gonna work a little better. I don't know why. I just feel like that one Dynamite's gonna work a little bit better. But these Fridays are. It is. I cannot wait to go back to Wednesday. But from what I'm hearing, they're. I guess this is the norm. Friday is going to be the place.
The end of the month, yeah.
Oh, okay, till the end of the month. Okay, thank God.
Yeah, because I was
about to say no.
Night
Rampage is going to be. Rampage is Friday, right?
Yeah, that's only an hour. But yeah, I was googling last night. When the fuck did the NBA playoffs finish?
Oh,
we need Dynamite back on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Goddamn NBA.
Is it 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. on a Friday?
10 p.m. on a Friday.
So if I was to stream it live in the UK, which I do totally legally, it would be
5
a.m.
Fucking hell.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you said 10 p.m. here in the States and where you are in the UK?
It's 10 p.m. in Mike's Land.
Wait a minute.
7 p.m. for
yeah. I went backwards the other way. It would be
3 a.m. man. 3 a.m.
Yeah, it'd be 3 a.m. No, ain't happening.
Jeez. Well, not to be that guy, but I mean, you can't hang. Nicola hangs all the time. I'll just tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
She'll show up late as hell in the TSK as we're watching Dynamite for those sometimes late showings. And I'm like, God damn, what time is it over there? It's like 3:30 in the morning. Like, what the hell are you doing? She's demon.
like,
She doesn't sleep.
I mentioned the ratings. Like, we don't really care the ratings at all. We're gonna watch the show anyway. But the most annoying thing about it is the WWE bubbleheads thinking it's like legit. They've lost like half their viewers. Like, no, they're just on a different night at a horrible time slot. Obviously, the ratings are gonna suffer.
I love how they bring up ratings, but then when you point out Raw, they're like, "Well, it's Raw. It's a Monday," and they have 100 million excuses. but Dynamite can't have an excuse for being on Friday thanks to the NBA playoffs.
And it's not even an excuse. That's legit the reason they got such low views.
Exactly.
Well, look at the death sentence back in the day. It's like before Impact got on Access TV and did that stuff. And I mean, they're still on Twitch. But remember when they were on Pursuit for like a short period of time, and they were on Friday?
I remember Pursuit. Pepperidge Farm remembers Pursuit.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, no, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. That was a death sentence. They were on Fridays at 10 p.m. on Twitch and friggin' Pursuit, which the only thing that they had on Pursuit was the wrestling, and then everything else was outdoor stuff where you got friggin' you remember that? They had baths.
I do, yeah. We're going to put wrestling on an outdoors channel. What?
Yeah. Oh, the Anthem owned had like a stake in the channel or whatever. So they're like, okay, we'll put this in as a stopgap before we get another network. And it's friggin' you get to see people fishing and grilling and all this crap. And then, here's Impact Wrestling.
I was just going to say, it was like coming up next after Bob's Fishing Lures, Impact Wrestling. Like, what the fuck?
It's like if they actually were on Boulder Creek TV. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be the UK version of Pursuit. That's bold.
Yep. That's bold.
Well, sticking on the topic of AEW, a little bit of a controversial retirement a couple of days ago. Yesterday. Lio Rush, who says, basically he's really injured.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if people noticed how hard this guy worked after he left WWE, they might know how fucking banged up he is. Like, he was beating the shit out of himself. He was on the blood circuit, on the blood sport tour for a little bit. And it's like, none of those matches are fun. Like, you're in a fucking ring with no pad. You're taking bumps on straight pine. Some of it shoot hitting. You know what I mean? It's like it's a nice combination of real and scripted, but it was like I'm sure it took a toll on him. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure this guy was one of the other ones that battled mentally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then WWE will fucking scar the hell out of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, he said he was retired when he left WWE.
Mm-hmm. He tried to find the love and then it just, I don't know. It just didn't work out for him. And then fucking stupid shit Greg Hamlin or whatever the fuck dumbass his name is.
Greg Hamilton.
Whatever the fuck his name is. What a fucking ass bag. Like, dude, how dare you, first off, you're a fucking ring announcer. Don't be belittling a damn person. Okay? You're a fucking ring announcer, bub. Like, you're bottom of the totem pole. You're not even Lillian Garcia, pal. Okay? It's like it blew my mind to read that text, and it's like, yeah, of course, yeah, you better fucking take it down. And he's not going to be punished for it because why would he? Because whatever, doesn't matter. But it's like, this is that kind of shit. This is why these guys have these fucking mental scars. They fucking leave, and the first thing people do is they bash them. I fucking retire because I can't deal with. Maybe I can't deal with the travel. I can't deal with the, he says he was legit hurt.
Yeah, and has a newborn.
Let the guy be a dad. Fucking come on. People want to give him shit for what? Fucking kills me. We can't let people be happy.
No, we're not allowed to be happy anymore.
Well, when Tyler Rex retired from wrestling, I mean, he was even talking about travel and stuff like that. I mean, now he's Gabby Tuft. But I mean, it's one of the. Okay, I'll be honest with you, man. I've seen those Instagram lives. Oh, okay. So now he's Gabby Tuft. God bless him. But yeah, I mean, it happens where it's like, the mental tear, the physical tear. You want to be a dad, you want to be a family man. Look at Mox right now. He's about to have a kid. He wants to be a dad. He wants to be a family man right now. But yeah, man, it's just leave everybody alone. You know what I'm saying? If they're living life and they're not hurting anybody, just leave everybody alone.
I mean, he said he's gonna fulfill his dates in New Japan.
Yeah, and then he'll be a dad. Good for him.
I think he also still has 2 championships. He beat Laredo Kid for the middleweight for the AEW Cruiserweight title.
Triple A Cruiserweight?
What did I say?
Yeah, Triple A.
Did I say AEW? Triple A.
I'm like, hey, if
AEW don't have a Cruiserweight title.
I'm all fucking about it.
Yeah, Triple A. And I think...
Yeah.
I think he lost the MLW middleweight title. But I'm sure he has another one too.
Okay. I was gonna say with AEW, wasn't there talk about introducing like a trios championship, like the 6-man tag?
Yeah.
And
MCW, that's the other one.
Hating on it.
Lio Rush also, I think, still has the MCW Rage TV title.
Maryland Championship Wrestling, yep.
Maryland.
That's a kick-ass title name.
Yeah, Rage TV. That's just Mondays.
That's just Mondays. Absolutely.
Yeah, so there we go. I mean, I was also going to talk about Andrade, but we've kind of covered it already. But I mean, it was great to see him show up on Dynamite on Friday. Like, I watched Dynamite the next day after seeing this news. So I woke up on Saturday and I didn't see a damn thing about SmackDown. All I saw was Andrade all over social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw Gail Kim's tweet. Every tweet is about AEW tonight. Wasn't SmackDown on?
Well, since we brought it up, I gotta say one quick thing. So like I was watching this thing and I was, again, with the whole review part of it, I'm like and I'm like why is it? I felt like he didn't really get a pop, and the biggest reason for that, I think, is no intro music.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You got fucking Vicky out there cackling, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you could barely understand the fucking broad to begin with.
I think they were too busy still booing her that they forgot to react for Andrade.
Which
really
is fine.
hate
I don't have a problem, but again, her fucking scratchy, loud-ass voice, you barely understand the name. And then all you had to do was have some, even if it was generic music as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, just give him a fucking little intro thing with his name on the screen. That place would have shit a brick.
He didn't even get a graphic.
No, nothing. And it's like, oh, God, what a waste.
Tony, what are you doing?
And then again, because there's no music, he just stops talking, hands fucking Vicky the mic, and they leave, and everybody's confused. Like, is he done? Are they done? Because we don't know.
Yeah, it was very awkward, but at the same time, it made headlines. And yeah, Andrade is now in AAA and AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that reminded me of? Watching him come out with Vicky Guerrero reminded me in 2009 when WWE had it, for those that remember, Eric Escobar, and friggin' Vicky Guerrero was managing Eric Escobar. That's what reminded me of watching her with Eric Escobar.
Escobar.
Thank you. Remember Eric Escobar, Dez?
No. The
I'm
name doesn't even
I'm
ring a
trying
bell.
so hard to think.
He was in there for a cup of coffee in 2009. He was a heel. I think in his first match he beat Matt Hardy, and then he was losing to the Hart Dynasty, and Vicky Guerrero turned on him.
Oh, 2009 was like my first WWE hiatus.
Yeah, he was there. That's what reminded me of Eric. Eric Escobar.
Okay. Okay. So he debuted in the fall of 2009. He was released in January 2010.
There you go.
Nice.
He was there for a cup of coffee. Well, no, I was going to ask you, Moses, do Escobar again, because I can't roll my
Oh, Escobar.
Thank you. So, I mean, it's just, that's what it reminded me of. But no, I mean, if Andrade is going to be a Vicky Guerrero, okay, that's fine.
This fucking dweeb.
What'd I do?
No, not you. I just
Escobar.
looked up fucking Eric Escobar.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes,
I'm like,
she.
I recognize the shit out of him.
Yes, Vicky is annoying as fuck, but
It looks like a bad razor.
I
But,
know he sucked. He used to.
Oh god. No. He looks like fake. He looks like he's trying to impersonate fake razor.
Hey, first and foremost, God rest his soul, and I want you to listen to that interview that I did with Rick Tight and Rick Wagner. It's a good one.
Will do.
Thank you. Because as soon as I heard you talking about that, and the fact that you said that he looks like he has a stroke, I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
Because I was listening to your retro rewind there, mister, and I'm like, I gotta send this to you so you know who the hell Rick Wagner is. He's a Canadian trying to play Razor Ramon with the accent.
He's trying way too fucking hard.
I know, man. I know.
Like way too fucking hard. Like this guy is like he's so not only is his accent on like I gotta try by a million, but then he's like, shit, I gotta figure out how to look like Razor. Razor used to do this with his face. And so he did the thing with, and I'm like, dude, are you having a stroke? Like, can you just like fucking not make that face? Because what the fuck, pal? Is that like I don't know how you can make your eye droop, but he did it.
Yeah, Moses, you got to listen to. We talked about him trying to do the accent. He's dead. He passed away a couple years. He's only 49. Young dude.
Oh, it's
who
terrible.
did?
The fake Razor.
Oh, fake Razor. Yeah, I thought you meant Eric Escobar.
No, Eric Escobar's still alive. I saw you did an interview not too long ago. I mean, he's still alive, but his career is dead.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah. So what I was saying, Vicky Guerrero is annoying as fuck, but it makes sense. You know, who knows more about managing or at least being in the corner of Mexican wrestling royalty.
Hey,
Right.
at least it's as long as it's her not with Nyla Rose. I'm happy.
Oh, Nyla Rose. What a waste of cheeseburgers.
Yeah, right. You fucking a-hole.
With the McDonald's.
Yeah.
That was the Burger Kings. That's how you know that was TK. TK got the plug.
Yeah, they didn't get the Big Macs yet. She had all the vouchers on the tray on the table.
She's like, oh yeah, everybody look underneath your chair. Everybody gets a fucking burger voucher.
Everybody's like, I ain't got one.
They're like, huh? And she's like, oh nope, I got them all right here. And I'm like, okay, well you're a bitch, but all right.
Get all the burgers, man. Get McDonald's. Get friggin' Burger King. Get Five Guys. Dazzy. Five Guys. Yep.
I don't know what to be more confused on because like that whole everybody in the ring was such an oddball pairing.
Yeah.
You had like the fucking librarians, and then you had fucking was it Jack Evans and then Helico, and fucking Nyla Rose is there, and I'm like, who in the fuck? Did you just get like count heads and say get out there? They said, okay, we need 9 people for this segment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You in the back, fucking let's go. Oddball.
It was a one giant game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Probably. All for Nyla to destroy some Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some very good looking burgers.
Yeah.
On the bitch. I would have ate those burgers.
Yeah.
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 You know what reminds me of burgers, man? It reminds me of Neil Patrick Harris and Harold and Kumar to go to White Castle.
Yeah,
I
White
want to get
Castle's nasty.
Fur burgers.
Oh, the fur burgers.
You say White Castle, I say the Castle of White.
The castle.
The Castle of White.
Probably my favorite ever Impractical Jokers sketch. Or skit, whatever the hell they want to call it.
Yeah, the castle.
And so Q was working behind the counter and he had to say everything in like a medieval way. It was great. And then of course he couldn't
love it. Oh, I gotta watch it.
Then of course he couldn't work the checkout. It's like, "'Tis confusion."
Tisk. Oh god, I'm already dying. It's going to be so great.
Okay.
My wife put me onto that show, and I'm like, "Well, how did you guys find this show?" They're like, "Oh, my dad one day was skipping channels, like, and saw it, turned it on, like left it on, and it like just kept playing and playing and playing, and it became a staple at their house.
Oh yeah, there's hundreds of
So
them.
I'm like, oh, it's a fucking staple. It's not as much of a staple here, but when it's on, it goes on for hours.
Yeah. It's
Oh, they're fucking hilarious.
there's like weeks where it just takes over Comedy Central in the UK version of Comedy Central.
Oh yeah, I forget. It's on. I forgot. I don't have fucking no clue what channel it's on. I forget. All I know is like 1 minute I'll be sitting there doing like my report, and then my wife starts dying. I'm like, "What the fuck you watching?" And I have to get up and go watch. And oh god, Murr's he's the best and the worst. Like I remember the first time. God, what was it? It's a skit. He fucking rides in on this bag. I hit the floor. Something about him riding in on this bag was just the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. My stomach hurt. I was crying so hard. Oh, it was the greatest thing ever. Oh, I gotta find that skit.
So Mike, you've sent a link.
Yes.
And I can't watch it because it says this video contains content from Turner AST. I was gonna send a link, which probably would have given you the same message because it's from Comedy Central UK.
Oh my god. By the way,
Hilarious.
speaking of, I forgot to mention this before. The only thing that made me laugh really on Raw is so The Miz in his WWE 12-esque in the wheelchair, as everybody laughed because remember that storyline in WWE 12 when he was the GM and he got hurt.
I didn't until you pointed it out.
Yeah, I don't remember playing 12, but God, I'm so glad I did.
So Miz is out there in the wheelchair, and John Morrison's going to enter the tag team battle royal, which was won by the Viking Raiders, who are now going to face AJ and Omos for the tag titles. So Morrison's doing the pose, and Miz almost friggin' falls on his ass while the wheelchair is going down, and he's like, ah! And then Morrison's like, oh shit, let me get the wheelchair. It was funny. I will have to say, if you want to laugh, watch Miz going down the friggin' ramp, and Morrison's like, oh shit, I gotta catch him. It was pretty funny.
All right. Wow. Something funny happened on Raw.
Well, I'm saying
That in of itself
It's
is
a rare
hilarious.
occasion.
I'm just saying that was funny. I mean, if you want to get a laugh, that was really like the only thing that was funny.
Yeah, I laugh enough at the creative team.
All right, I'm just saying.
That's
Watching
easy
Miz,
to laugh.
I'm just saying, watching Miz fall on that.
You know what? In a couple of weeks, we got to predict Heck in a Cell.
That we do.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, that's next week.
Is it next week? Ah,
It's next week. Fuck.
great.
Son of a bitch.
So looking forward to it, people, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know me, eager as a beaver.
Yeah, it is next week. We have to predict it. Okay, then. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is the Max Wrestling Podcast. Remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And now on the brand new ClickTalk Network. Enjoy Max Wrestling along with NetPicks, Open Roads, Smart Mark Radio, and the Mike with Mike, Ryan Squared, Bold Rivals, Wrestling Millionaire, and more on KTN. Go to clicktalknetwork.weebly.com, and of course, as always, go check out maxwrestling.net. You can follow us on social media at the Captain512, at MCL92, at Walker_TA92 when Travis is back, and at SMRPodNet. And before we tap out and bid you adieu, remember, Twitch makes Vince's dick itch, everyone on Anchor thinks he's a wanker, and everyone on TikTok thinks he's a cock, including Moses.
Fucking A right. So I've already admitted that I'm not lazy, but I have unfinished projects that have yet to drop, like a second retro, which definitely means that everybody's in for a whole lot of shit come Monday because I already have Halloween Havoc written out and I just need to record it. So there's going to be at least one of the back-to-back pay-per-views as far as the retro. 96 In Your House Buried Alive and Halloween Havoc probably dropping Monday. Not retro, that's Bolt Rant stuff is coming out slowly but surely. There's really not a lot to talk about. OTAs is happening. Guys are not wearing pads and nobody's gotten hurt yet, so there's a plus. Trying to think of Double or Nothing review should be out tonight. It is recorded. It is in the middle of editing. It is not short. It is over an hour. So put your fucking seatbelt on for that one. I'm just going to tell you this right now. Originally, the first time I rewatched Brian Cage versus Adam Page, I gave it 5 stars.
Ooh.
I then retracted it, but just want to let you know, like, I was all about that match. Oh, and yeah, Twitch, Big Mo 2425 at twitch.tv. Currently suspended because I streamed the Floyd Mayweather fucking Logan Paul fight, which was ass, by the way.
It was a hugging
for
contest.
anybody that asked, fucking Logan Paul got knocked out in the 5th. Floyd Mayweather held him up.
It was Daz, this motherfucker. Floyd, you knocked him the fuck out. Why are you letting him up, man? Why? Just don't go the distance with him. Knock him the fuck out.
Well, no. If the fucked up thing is like he knows he's gonna make his money, but there was a part, I think it was either the 5th or the 6th round, where Logan gets caught with a right hand and he goes limp, and he's out, and you can see he's out, and you see fucking Floyd rush in and catch him, and I'm like, why are you hugging him? You hit him, and it's like, yep, dude, you fucking knocked him out. They knew what they were doing. But it's fine. Logan Paul's he's really gonna eat a punch when he goes against Tyron Woodley.
I loved his response to people saying he got knocked out. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, dude, I mean, I will absolutely give him his props. Like, you went in there with one of the greatest boxers of all time. But you also went in there weighing 35 pounds more, being like 6 inches taller, and a guy who has never, ever, 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 ever been known for knockouts. Just like Ben Askren, pal. You fought an MMA fighter? No, you fought a wrestler. Mike, who are you talking to?
Hey, you're gonna steal Daz's line
That's
already?
my line.
Nah, it's cool. So when it comes to the shows, man, I just had on the muscle milf herself, Miss Susan K, bodybuilder, getting to the Sessions Wrestling world. We talked about her adult content on Pornhub. We talked about bodybuilding. We talked about a whole lot of, which was a lot of fun. I just had the LFC podcast. Got over 100 episodes now, boys.
Nice.
Jolene the Valkyrie Hex, thank you. Jolene the Valkyrie Hex and Terry Feisty Fist London are the latest guests on the show. Talk about the upcoming event in Sturgis in August and a whole lot of LFC. I got Jezebel Romo coming on to talk about her LFC debut, and we're going to talk to some Santino brothers, Moses Marquez, and we're going to talk some Lucha Girls, baby.
Santino Bros.
Yep. So we're going to do that up in the upcoming days and whatnot. So it's going to be a fun week in general for LFC and the podcast world for the podcast machine. I'm on TikTok now doing those Life of Mike videos, but in shorter versions. I'm Mike Larkin 802, whatever the fuck that is. So yeah, that's where you can follow me on TikTok.
I love it. Whatever the fuck that is.
M. Larkin MB. I'm going to do some more of those Life of Mikes. The next one's going to be about second chances, which is going to be very cool. I'm going to get a little emotional, a little choked up as I'm talking about it, think about it in the old noggin, if you will. So it's going to be fun to really inspire and encourage with my words and actions. You can check me out with Larkin_92 on the Instagram as well. SM Show 1 MCL92 on that Twitter machine, man. StephenMikeShow.com, LaundryFC.com, WrestlingWithWrestling.com, Max Wrestling UK, man. Dazzy, Moses Marquez, Travis the Walker Anderson, Mike Larkin, the 4 Max Wrestling Horsemen. Dazzy and I just did some remakes, talking about it, part 2, Net Picks Pod. I'm not talking about part 2 of my confessions. I'm talking about part 2 on some original and remakes. We got some more shows coming on Net Picks. Nestle Quick. I want some of that chocolate milk, goddammit. So thank you so much for listening.
Also, when you say Jezebel, you got to say it like Jim Ross. Jezebel.
Jezebel.
And join us
next week
for Heck in a Cell predictions, aka Rematch in a Cell.
Rematches in a
Yeah,
Cell.
we're calling it Rematch in a Cell this year.
Yeah, we got
there's 3 matches.
Yep, Rhea and Charlotte, Bianca and Bayley, and Drew and Bobby Lashley. Woohoo!
3 matches booked in a week to go. Didn't they do this last year?
Yes.
Yeah, dumbasses.
Yeah.
I was actually interested in last year's.
Yes, but they're probably going to add AJ and Omos and the Viking Raiders, and they're going to add something else.
No. Yeah, even I know this. AJ and Omos against RK Bro, right?
No, AJ and Omos against the Viking Raiders. They're the number 1 contenders. Viking Raiders are.
Oh. Then why are they feuding with RK Bro?
They're not feuding with RK Bro.
I saw a video this week where Matt Riddle was talking to... Well, he was cutting a promo when AJ and Omos were on the stage, and Riddle's like, We got a new t-shirt, bro. I'm wearing two because Randy doesn't wear t-shirts. He also doesn't wear pants.
That was the tag team battle royal, but Matt Riddle sacrificed himself because Randy Orton was going to take, I believe, a Trouble in Paradise. So Riddle sacrificed Randy Orton.
So that was before the match?
That was before the match, yep.
Ah, okay. Why the hell would you book Viking Raiders in a tag title match over RK Bro?
Because they're supposed to be teasing dissension, possibly, with RK Bro.
Oh, man, but they're getting over. This is why I stopped watching WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge next week. This was episode 326. We will catch your ass down the open road, and that's the bottom line. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang.
Phoenix, you dumbass.
In 14 days, I'm coming for what's mine, you bird fucker.
All you gotta do is use an ankle lock.